welcome to a wonderful holiday season of DIYs. We are starting my holiday season playlist on a high. Today I have a DIY holiday decor in partnership with Cricut. We're gonna do some really cool personalized gifts. So our holiday schedule for this month, today is DIY holiday gifts. Next week is a small business gift guide. The week after is a holiday decorate with me. And then after that is DIY holiday decor. Look out for my Christmas recs. So be sure to subscribe to this channel so you can stay tuned for all the new holiday content that's coming up. Let's get into it. It's one thing to DIY a gift for someone, but to DIY a personalized gift really ices that fruitcake and makes a person feel special. Wreaths these days come in all sorts of styles, and I've been loving the ones made from untraditional holiday greenery. I have gold embroidery hoops and some dried pampas grass here that I'm going to wrap with gold wire, keeping them pinched to stay in place. On Design Space, I selected this very cute Marian Bright design and customized it with the family name below. I'm going to be cutting it on Cricut's maple veneer, a thin but stiff sheet of real wood. You'll need the strong grip mat and deep point blade and have it secured with tape on all sides. This was truly a feat to behold. It was slicing through the material like butter. Then, ever so gently and slowly, peel the excess away from the mat. You can see I'm very impressed. Hold on to the negatives because there's more coming. What? With fishing wire, I'm tying across to the wreath to hold the wood plate. I found clear tape and hot glue were both effective. And I do this every time, but I get bedazzled by the font choices, and then I forget that some fonts have centers like this B, G, and E. It would be okay left alone, but I decided to go an extra step and tie some more support line to add the centers back into the type. I had a house cut out and used a couple of the negative stars to add to a second smaller wreath. You can use all of the negatives and glue it to something like a piece of plexiglass and have 3 gifts from one sheet of material. To cover up the wrapped wire, I experimented with little styrofoam balls that I sprayed with fake snow. It was very tricky to work with, and I'd recommend just getting felt balls, which would have a nice texture without that powdered donut residue. Hang this behind a window or floating from the ceiling and you've got a sweet entryway present for a loved one. I have leftover fleecy fabric from DIYing a pet snood for Reed this year and thought these would make great stockings. Instead of gifting tired old socks yet again, why not gift your loved ones one giant sock? There's a surprise for this one too. Cut out 2 sides of a boot and cuff wide enough to go around. We're going to make our own custom fabric next. You'll need laser copy paper and Cricut infusible ink markers. Draw on whatever design you wish. You can use Cricut's infusible ink sheets if you don't like the look of hand-drawn, but I like that this is going to look shaded in. I literally hemmed jeans for these, and any scrap natural fabric you have can work well. Now with Cricut's Easy Press, I'm going to press just my denim fabric first after lint rolling. Keep your materials between parchment paper to prevent any ink transfer onto your equipment. Then taking your paper, this is where your magic begins. Lay it face down onto the fabric and follow the recommended time and temperature for your transfer. Since mine was a longer piece, I did 2 passes split up and down. And just like that, you just made your own custom printed fabric. This is like a huge advancement in the world of iron-ons. Now on Design Space, add your monogram of choice. Using a fabric grip mat and fabric cutter, cut out your desired shapes. First, you're going to need to stitch your monogram onto the top layer. I used pink stitches and zigzag stitched all around the letter. Keep in mind if you choose a finer or serif font, this can get tricky. Then sew around the boot, right sides together. For the cuff, roll in the raw edge and zigzag stitch before closing the sides right sides together. Then, with everything right side out, stuff the cuff into the boot, matching side seams, and stitch all around. In surprise, I made a teeny tiny one for the little one. Stuff it with their favorite things before gifting this wonderfully plush stocking. I love miniature anything, and I have a few mini collections of minis, including my favorite tiny dollar store Santa. This is a great upcycle idea, and I'm going to only make it temporary for the holiday. There are some people that love holiday themed things and some that only want to keep decor up in December, so I want to give them that option. Now, when I was doing my DIY kitchen hacks, I did a bunch of spice jars with the hopes that I was going to use it with glass etching cream. It didn't take. So I'm determined to try it again. I have my cookie jar here. I tested it at the base. I don't know if you can see, but it did take. Now we're going to be able to etch this very nicely. With stencil vinyl, I'm cutting out my label. I think Cricut's utility vinyls like stencil and transfer vinyls are my favorites. They've clearly done their homework because the stencil is just stiff enough to hold sharp lines and transfer vinyl just sticky enough to pick up whatever you need, all while leaving your material undamaged. Nevertheless, you want to burnish like mad and triple check all the air bubbles are smoothed out, especially if your surface isn't flat. This lavender goop is corrosive, so be safe when using it. I left it on for about 20 minutes before wiping it off. Then with Tiny Santa, we're giving him a tiny flag to stake his claim on this cookie jar. I stuck him on with glue gun, a good sturdy hold that can easily be pulled off without residue. Give this jar to your foodie friend or as a housewarming present. It's a holiday present that can go year-round. If you enjoyed this holiday video, you're not gonna wanna miss out on my holiday decorate with me because this tree is very cute. I'll let you know where I source all my cute holiday decor. If you wanna watch more right now, you can click on my holiday playlist in the description below.